Do you see a tension between AI and interpersonal skills?
That's a great question. Let me answer it a few ways. One is interpersonal skills is the most important thing.
Yeah.
If you want to succeed and you don't have interpersonal skills, you better be a genius. Your ideas better be so good that people can work with you.
Yeah, they have to tolerate you.
They have to tolerate you. It's a lot easier just to,
Yeah,
and then I would actually put at the top of interpersonal skills the ability to listen.
Yeah.
You know, the ability to, you are the king at this, the ability to listen empathetically. If you can do that, there's no stopping you, period. Because, you know, we are, at that point, the computer chips are talking to each other, and you're playing a huge part in that. And also, people just need to be listened to. So if you're able to listen, you're providing incredible value. What AI is really good at, and I have an AI platform, storybrand.ai, that's going gangbusters. And really what it is, it's the ability, what AI is offering us is the ability to sort of put things down that don't make sense to us, and then kind of ask AI, can you make sense out of this for me? Listen, I got a buddy who I've spent a lot of time with who did stuff he shouldn't be doing. He's in prison. He's going to be there for a long time, and wrote me from prison. And I have no idea how to write you back. I'm mad at you. I'm frustrated. And, you know, so it's a good writing partner to go to AI and say, hey, here's everything I'm feeling about this guy. All the conflict that I've got. Don't want to be associated with him, but at the same time want to be loyal, you know, and those sorts of things. Can you help me respond to this? And it printed out a heck of a great rough draft. It was almost like, you know, meeting with a therapist saying, walk me through this. I think it can actually improve if you use it to improve relational skills. Let me give you an example of how brilliant this is. I had an artist that I'm a fan of. She is a Gothic Southern artist out of New Orleans. We own a couple of her paintings. In fact, I just bought one. And she direct messaged me. I don't know her very well, but she direct messaged me on Instagram and said, hey, I have a business question. I have hired somebody who is the assistant to somebody else. And I didn't realize she was the assistant to somebody else. And she's a very well-known socialite. And I'm feeling really insecure because I might have cost relationship here. And she seems to be a little frustrated. So I said, well, you know, I remember my wife had to navigate a frustrated relationship with somebody. She ended up buying them a little gift and a card just saying how much she appreciates them. So my friend was saying, hey, what do I do? And I said, you know, buy her a little gift and a card and just say, hey, no harm, no foul, didn't mean anything by this. So I tell this to my wife. She goes, no, do not buy a gift. And I was like, what are you talking about? That worked great in this other situation. She goes, very different situation. Donald, do not buy a gift. Do not give that person a gift. It's going to, you know, whatever. So I go to AI and I say, hey, this is the advice I've given my friend. Here's what I think the card should say with the gift. And AI comes back and says, don't give a gift. I didn't ask that question.
Wow.
I said, don't give a gift. You will mess up this relationship. Here's why.
Fascinating.
Just write this letter. It's not what I asked. So I think when it comes, you know, if the AI models are trained on actual truth and genuine tested wisdom, can really help you. I mean, if you have to let somebody go, I would spend some time on AI and just say, hey, I don't want to hurt this person. And how do I do this without hurting this person?
That's the single greatest endorsement I've heard for AI, that it agreed with your wife.
Well, listen, we're creating an AI. Well, my wife was very happy about that.
I'll bet.
And there is a chance she was behind the scenes actually typing it out, because I'm not smart enough to know where my wife has hijacked my computer.
So great.
But, you know, we are creating a piece of software that we won't have out for a long time, but it's for coaches. And it will send out a monthly or weekly, whenever you want, survey to all of your clients, asking them, hey, what are you struggling with? Where are you hurting? Blah, blah, blah. It'll do things like every morning it'll send you a prayer list so you can pray for your clients. It'll remind you, hey, you're going into this coaching session and this is the anniversary of the death of their mom. So be aware of that. This happened because I met a friend on my front porch who, an hour into the conversation, you know, it's a friend I don't see very often, but said, you know, when I lost my brother, I said, oh man, I'm so sorry you lost your brother. And I just watched him sink.
Yeah.
because he had sent me 3 pages about losing his brother that I had read and commented on, and I had forgotten.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh gosh, don't you wish you had somebody whispering in your ear?
Yeah.
And I thought, well, wait, why can't we? In the age of AI, why can't we have somebody whispering, help us manage relationships, be encouraging to people, reminding us every day what we need to be running, along with saying, hey, tomorrow you've got at noon a meeting. And so I think AI is a tool that we all need to know how to use. I serve on an advisory board for the Future US, the Future Us. And it was, I don't know now, but it was the single advisory board that was taking the lead in telling Congress what to do. There's been one piece of legislation get through Congress about AI, period, as of a year ago. I don't know if anything's come up recently. But their position is, look, China is teaching AI to their elementary school kids, and our educational institutions who are ignoring AI and saying, hey, don't use it, it's cheating, and we're going to find out if you use it, are making a massive mistake. Because that's like telling mathematicians don't use a calculator.
Yeah.
We're not getting to Mars that way.
Yeah. So true.
And so I think we need to understand it is terrifying. There's no question it's terrifying in terms of what a bad person can do, a bad actor, and how quickly they can do it. When you think about the development of chemical weapons, when you think about disease spreading and being able to create weapons of mass destruction that way and do so very quickly, it's terrifying. But at the same time, it exists, and we all need to understand how to use it.
Yeah.